friends, today I'm going to explain the abdomen topic. Test is important. It is the male gonad, basic thing, and homologous to ovary in female. And this is spermatic cord, testis. Okay, suspended into the scrotum by the spermatic cord. Scrotum is present outside the body. Important note: left testis is 1 centimeter lower than right testis. Usually the testis develop in the abdominal cavity. In the abdomen it develops and descends by the spermatic cord into the scrotum. Why? Because it requires lower temperature, which spermatogenesis. This process required low temperature, so it descends down outside the body, which has the temperature less than the body temperature. How it maintains the low temperature mechanism is there. First mechanism is papilliform venous flexus. This black thing is there. So this venous flexus move upward and posterior border of testis and goes and drains into the inferior vena cava, which we'll discuss in future topics. So it absorbs extra heat from the testis. This is the function. So dartos muscle in cold condition it contracts and provides warmth to the testis. In warm condition it relaxes and provides cool to the testis. It's simple for understanding. This is testis, right? Contract in cold condition and forms like covering like structure which provide warm air. Outside is cold. In the warm condition, outside is warm. It is free, it relaxes, provide air conditioning, provide cool. That's it. So hanging nature, third is hanging nature. Spermatic cord, testis, here is scrotum. It hangs and so that there is a space inside for the air conditioning to happen. Measurement is length 3.7 centimeter, width is 2.5 centimeter, thickness is 1.8 centimeter. Okay, external features is important. See, spermatic cord is coming. Here you can see the upper pole, or also called as upper end. Opposite to that, lower pole or lower end. And borders, anterior border, posterior border, two surfaces, medial surface, lateral surface. Okay, upper pole get attached to the spermatic cord, and both upper pole and lower pole convex outside and smooth. Both are smooth and convex. Okay, and anterior border, this is also convex. You can see here, outsidely convex and smooth. It is covered by tunica vaginalis. What is tunica vaginalis? It is a lower portion of the process vaginalis. So anterior border is finish. Posterior border is not convex but somewhat straight. It is somewhat straight and smooth only. So posterior border details. Posterior border, you can see body and tail of epididymis and partially covered by tunica vaginalis. This is body and tail of epididymis. So here the epididymis lateral border or lateral surface and testis lateral surface is separated by extension of cavity of tunica vaginalis called sinus of epididymis. Very important. This here gap like structure is called as sinus of epididymis, present between the epididymis and testis laterally. This is the landmark for the identification of lateral surface of the testis, that is height determination. So lateral surface identified by sinus of epididymis. As I said, medial surface is opposite to the lateral surface, common sense. So side determination, spermatic cord comes here, that is the upper pole. Spermatic cord will come, and here it is upper pole. Front is anterior border, laterally by sinus of epididymis. And covering of testes. Outer covering is tunica vaginalis, lower portion of process vaginalis. It covers entire whole testis except posterior border where we have epididymis, as we saw here. Epididymis is there. How it gets covering? Epididymis separate, so it covers entire, not the posterior border where epididymis is present. Second is tunica albuginea, dense fibrous structure, white fibrous structure. This part, it is covers whole testis except the posterior where testicular artery and nerve enters into the testis. Vessels will be entering posteriorly, so here also posteriorly there is no attachments. Now coming to the sagittal section of testis, when we cut the testis, so this is this white color you can see here, this is tunica albuginea. So in the sagittal section, inside here there is a gap, right? This is posteriorly, there is a vertical incomplete septum called a mediastinum testis, important. So from here there is numerous septa passes into the testis, which divides it into 200 to 300 lobules, which is not visible. So next is tunica vasculosa. It is vascular layer which lines each lobule. So here the septa is dividing into lobules. These lobules is again lined by tunica vasculosa. So now coming to the blood supply. Blood supply testicular artery. In the name only it is there. Testis testicular artery. It is a branch of abdominal aorta. From the abdominal aorta, it goes to the deep inguinal ring. From there, inguinal canal. From there, superficial inguinal ring. From there, from the spermatic cord to the scrotum to testis. This is the blood supply. Venous drainage, I said there, papiniform venous flexus. This is the matter. This dark structure, papiniform venous flexus, leaves the testis upper and posterior border into the spermatic cord. From here, testis to the spermatic cord. From there, superficial inguinal ring. In the superficial inguinal ring, it contains 4 pairs of veins. Travels inside the inguinal canal. These 4 pairs will travel inside the inguinal canal. At the deep inguinal ring, it forms 2 pairs of veins and moves up in the abdomen and gets accommodated with the testicular artery, a single testicular vein. Here in the testis, it moves upward and posteriorly to the superficial inguinal ring. Here 4 pairs will be there. It goes the inguinal canal, deep inguinal ring. Here the 2 will join here. Only 2 pairs. 2 pairs will be there. This is one side. 2 pairs means other side, left and right. And again it unites into one. This is a testicular vein. A right testicular vein goes to inferior vena cava. Left testicular vein first goes to left renal vein and then to the inferior vena cava. Lymphatics, pre and para aortic lymph nodes. Nerve supply, T10 of spinal cord carries sympathetic fibers. Afferent sensation, it goes efferent from the brain, vasomotor sympathetic fibers. Applied anatomy important. Hydrocele, fluid accumulation between the 2 layers of processus vaginalis. And varicocele, dilatation of the papiniform venous flexus. See here, this venous flexus will get dilated, similar to the varicose vein. It is visible. Dilatation of papiniform venous flexus. it is more in left side than right, because left testicular vein longer than right. Left testicular vein drains into left renal vein, as we saw here, goes to renal vein, and it is longer than right. Left testicular vein is compressed by descending and sigmoid colon when it is loaded. These are the things. So this is about the abdomen topic, testis. Thank you.